to London for a medical and personal terms should not be a problem as everything is set for this transfer to definitely happen. Hello everyone, thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Kalsa. Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest right about here straight as it comes. So I guess when we're talking about today, we definitely are talking about Jakub Kiwior right here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Kaus. As you definitely know that there's been quite a lot going on for the club. Arsenal has been trying to make sure they can get as many football players as they can, trying to go into negotiations with clubs for football players. But the latest coming in is from the one and only Jakub Kiwior, who has been playing for Spezia for quite a long period of time. He is only 22 years, and that definitely means that he has quite a lot of time to play. He's definitely one to have at the club, and if the club definitely has him, that will go on quite great, as everything is set for this gentleman to be part of the club. Let us know where you're watching from, which part of the world you're watching from. Just make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related right here at the Arsenal chapter. We are definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest. You will remember that it's kind of a surprise Arsenal has taken us for a ride, because what we anticipated is not what happened. We thought by now the main concentration is just going to be on one football player, and definitely it comes out that Leandro Trossard is not the only target for Arsenal, but Arsenal is now trying to address the problem that has been said by almost everybody, saying that depth is the problem that Arsenal has. Arsenal is a very good football club, but depth is something that is definitely missing at the club. So I will remember that Gabriel is one of the football players that has a very big task, and the club has been looking at what some of the possible solutions on how to reduce the task on him. And by signing this young gentleman, 22 years old, Jakub Kiwior, that definitely will mean that workload on him will definitely be quite less. So could he be one of the football players that is going to just sit down and possibly be loaned? All this, if you want to know, just make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. And also, how good is he as a defender? Obviously, we do not expect him to score goals, but when you see how many tackles he's made, successful tackles, is definitely a very, very wonderful one. It's a very good one, and I think Arsenal will have hit the jackpot if they go on and accomplish this deal, as it is expected that in the weekend he is expected to be flying to London to make sure that this is done and sealed. So I think it's going to be a great one. I think it's going to be a good one, with the fact that him being in a position where Arsenal want a left-sided defender, left-sided central defender. Definitely, he comes in as a perfect match for that, and definitely he's been playing quite well at Spezia. Yeah, he's been playing quite well Spezia, and also he's played for Poland. He's played alongside the likes of Robert Lewandowski, and that definitely shows you that he's got the experience, he's got the expertise. There is nothing like thinking that he's not going to perform. He's one that could help in the defense section. So depth is the main thing that Arsenal are trying to make sure that they can address. Arsenal are trying to address the problem of depth, and if they do that, that definitely means that everything will go on quite well for the club Arsenal, as they are trying to get football players from different clubs and from different leagues to make sure that they can fit in right about him. Is there any chance that he could be hijacked? Somebody was asking me whether there is any chance for him being hijacked by Chelsea. Anyway, I don't think so. I don't think Chelsea is in a position of hijacking him. I don't think Chelsea is capable of hijacking him. because it's done this quite silently. It's definitely done this quite silently. Let us know again what you think, and make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter with me. Hopefully it will get sorted. I think now that's sorted. Anyway, so having told you all that about this gentleman, and we probably think that he is a good one, and he's definitely one that will bring results to the club. Is one that is anticipated or expected actually to bring good results to the club. We're having a bit of a problem with the network. I can see. I don't know how it is. I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Let me see if I can do anything about it so that you can get a good picture in there. Okay, you just bear with me a little bit, and thank you for being part of this. Make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we bring to you. As long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related with me, your host Abu Kals, we definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest. I think that should be a bit okay. So, as we have told you that this gentleman, Jakub Kiwior, is a defender, a very good one, a left-sided central defender. That definitely means that he will, or he is actually in a position of making things much better for the club, making things much better for himself, because he's also moving from Spezia to Arsenal. That definitely means that he's going to face quite a big competition. He's definitely going to face big competition in the Premier League, and he will have to prove his worth. And probably when he plays alongside the likes of experts like Ben White, that definitely means that a lot is going to be done, and a lot of results are going to be obtained. Let us know again what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as we are talking about Jakub Kiwior, who is set to join Arsenal. And the Jakub Kiwior Arsenal transfer is what we are definitely talking about, as everything is set, all is set for this transfer to definitely get done and dusted. We are definitely just waiting. We're just waiting for official confirmations that could be possibly on a Monday, possibly on a Monday, because he's still in Italy. But reports that have been coming in say that this gentleman is going to be leaving Italy during the weekend to get sure that he comes to London and make sure that he completes the medical. And it is said that personal terms should also not be a big problem for the club and also for him. So you can let us know again what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell as such you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter with me, Abu Kals. And it will be remembered that there are now two football players that are being eyed by Arsenal, but none of them is a done deal just as yet, and no confirmed done deals. It is said that Traced Leandro Traced has completed his medical. Everything is done, and with him, we are just waiting for the official announcement. And once the official announcement is done, we will come with a video and let you know that it's really done. But for him, for Jakub Kiwior, nothing has resulted into anything just as yet. But we have quite a lot of hopes, as he is definitely going to be flying to London to complete his medical. And the fact that if a player completes a medical with a club, that means that the chances of him playing for the club or joining the club are definitely more than 90. That means they have done everything they wanted to do silently. That means that Arsenal have done every little thing they wanted to do quite silently, and they have got results. They've definitely got results of this. So this gentleman comes in at a point where the defense section of Arsenal is not a weak one, and that means he's most likely going to be at the bench for some time. I don't know whether they are seeing that. I think it's a matter of depth. Arsenal want to make sure that whoever is at the bench is a good one, and whoever is at the bench is wonderful. He can come and make an impact from the bench. He can come and make a big impact on the pitch, and that is what they are trying to address. And I think it's a good one. I think that's a wonderful thing because everybody has talked about it. Everybody has been saying about the depth of Arsenal with the first squad that is definitely very good, absolutely amazing. But when the first squad is done, that definitely shows you that the depth is missing. There is no other football player that will come off the bench and will worry the opponents. I mean, there are good football players on the bench, but are we talking about worrying the opponents? So that will be a great one. And the main fact that Arsenal is competing with the likes of Manchester City, with the likes of Chelsea, with the likes of Liverpool and stuff. These clubs always inject in quite a lot of money when it comes to transfers, and the fact that he's also a 20 million pound is what Spezia has asked for this gentleman. That definitely means that Arsenal can afford him, and Arsenal is more than willing to have this gentleman because 20 million pound. So in total, right about now, what Arsenal is trying to spend is 47 million pound just as now, because what they want to spend, what they want to pay for Leandro Trossard, who comes in from Brighton, and a good, wonderful football player. What they want to pay for him is 27 million pound, and what they want to pay for this left-sided central defender, Jakub Kiwior, is definitely less than that, and that is 20 million pound, and that makes it a total of 47 million pound. And I think Arsenal can definitely do much better with that. And the fact that Arsenal were eyeing the likes of Joao Felix, who was £8 million. That shows you that Arsenal could afford Joao Felix, but he was just he was available for a small period of time, and that is not what Mikel Arteta was looking at. However, I don't think Arsenal were going to go on and sign Mikhail Mudryk, who was valued quite at a big rate. It was quite a lot of money for Mikhail Mudryk, 100 million euros, and that's 88 million pound, and that's what Chelsea paid for the 8-year contract of Mikhail Mudryk. I don't think Arsenal have been looking at that extent of money to get to that extent of money. So when you see the odds, when you see how much Arsenal are always willing to inject in a player, you can always tell whether they're going to have him or not. But for this case, Jakub Kiwior, who comes in from Spezia, definitely is a wonderful one and is a great one, and he is definitely going to sign for Arsenal, as we definitely think that personal terms should not be a problem, as the mere fact that he is going to fly for a medical, that means that personal terms, him as a football player, he's already looked at the surroundings surrounding him, and I said that I definitely need to change environment, I definitely need to be at the club, and things like that, and that's why he is definitely doing well. And I think Jakub is going to perform quite well. I think he's going to perform very well. It's going to be a brilliant one. It's going to be a brilliant signing, and the defense section will definitely be a great one, as still depth has been the problem at Arsenal. But I think other clubs should get worried, because this is a problem that is being solved in this January transfer window. Because of this January transfer window, Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, and Newcastle United should be worried because of this January transfer window, because if this problem was going to last possibly for a very long period of time, we would be saying possibly that shouldn't be going on like that or stuff like that. But right about now, I can confirm to you that Arsenal is trying their level best to make sure that they can address that problem. Let us know what you think about this transfer. Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter, as we are talking about Jakub Kiwior with me, your host Abu Carls, and this gentleman who has played alongside the likes of Robert Lewandowski in the Poland national team. If you've watched the World Cup, you saw how he managed to stop a few players, how good he played in the World Cup, and definitely that's one of the big reasons as to why he's being haunted by Arsenal, and that's why Arsenal want him. That's a very big reason as to why Arsenal are going to sign this gentleman, because what he displayed at the World Cup showed that he actually shouldn't remain at Spezia. He should be at Arsenal, and that's why the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, came out and said he definitely has to sign this gentleman by fair means or foul. This is one to sign. So again, before we go any further, there is a game definitely that is going to be happening between Manchester United and Arsenal. Arsenal are going to play Manchester United at the Emirates. What do you expect? Do you think this gentleman could be part? I don't think so, because he's coming during the weekend, so there are no chances of him being at the game. But still, there's a bit of chance of Leandro Trossard to be part of the game. Go into the comment section. Let us know what you think in the comment section about this gentleman joining the club. Whether you think he is the perfect man for the job, or whether the left-sided central defender is one of the best that Arsenal can have. So did this take you by surprise like it did to me? Oh yes, I hope you knew nothing about it, because it's just been linked today. It's just been linked today. The news has just been out today about his transfer. Nobody knew this. And if you've been following the likes of Fabrizio Romano, Sky Sports, if you've been following BBC Sport, you can realize that they knew nothing about this gentleman, Jakub Kiwior. He's only emerged just at the last hour. He's just emerged in the last hour, and that's why everybody's wondering how come. Yeah, I think that's also another strategy that Arsenal is adopting, because football clubs are definitely trying to make sure that they can get the football players that they have spotted. So that's a new strategy by the technical director, now sporting director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar. So let us know what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Carls. As I'm more than ready, I'm more than happy to bring to you the latest straight as it comes, as we are definitely talking about the one and only Jakub Kiwior, who is a Polish football player. He plays for Poland, and he's been performing quite brilliantly for Poland. And when it comes to defense, that is definitely his game. When it comes to defense, he is a very wonderful defender. Let us know again what you think in the comment section, so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal to compete. Arsenal is ready to compete for the Premier League title, as because when you see who is in the first position in the English Premier League, definitely that is Arsenal. Arsenal lie in the first position in the English Premier League, and in the second position is Manchester City, then Manchester United in the third position, and Newcastle lies in the fourth position. Definitely that shows you that it's going to be a very competitive one. Make your point, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Carls. And I must say thank thank you for being part. And if I say goodbye for now, I don't think I would have done anything bad. But before I say goodbye, let me go in the comment section as usual, and I see who's in the comment section. And see, I can see Medson saying, I wish him the best. Then I can see Darlinson saying, good going Arsenal 2 confirmed. Let's get a midfielder now, okay? Then I wish him the best for his right decision for joining Arsenal. Thank you, everybody who always goes to the comment section and make sure we can always have a chat. I can always have a chat with you. As now we are looking at Leandro Trossard and also Jakub Kiwior. Those are the two main football players that are in the picture right about now. Let us know what you think about the two football players who are definitely in the picture right about now. Do you think Jakub Kiwior and Trossard and Jakub Kiwior is called Jakub Kiwior? That's the right pronunciation of the name. Do you think Jakub Kiwior and Trossard Leandro is Jakub Kiwior and Leandro Trossard. Yeah. So do you think Jakub Kiwior and Leandro Trossard are the perfect signings that Arsenal should be making? Or it is yet another wasted opportunity or wasted amount of money? But I think they are doing quite well, getting quite a number of players, and these players are definitely still young. The 22-year-old Jakub Kiwior is definitely a very wonderful one, and we think he will perform the magic at Arsenal. Thank you for being part and make up and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your host Abu Carls, as I'm more than happy to bring to you the latest straight as it comes in. It's an Abu Carls a live stream, and we talk about everything that happens right here at the Arsenal chapter. Who is signing, who's not signing, who is leaving the club. We'll remember that a few football players have been linked to an exit, and one of the football players that has been linked to an exit of the club is Martin Odegaard. Real Madrid realized they missed out on Martin Odegaard's best form, and I think they are regretting by now. But I don't think Martin Odegaard is going anywhere because he is not interested in joining another club apart from Arsenal. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. And as we have been talking about Jakub Kiwior, as we definitely have been talking about Jakub Kiwior and the Arsenal transfer, and also how he is set, how all is set for this gentleman to join the club, as things are definitely falling in place for Arsenal, as Arsenal are more than happy to cash out on this gentleman, to give him the money on this gentleman, £20 million plus £27 million. That definitely adds up to £47 million that is going to be spent by the end of this week. Definitely, that means by Sunday, that amount of money should be out. The £27 million for Leandro Trossard and then the £20 million for Jakub Kiwior, who comes in from Spezia and also is a Polish national team player, and he's played with the likes of Robert Lewandowski, who is an experienced football player and also very talented, typical goal scoring machine. So if he can stop him in training, then that means there is nobody that is going to be a problem to him in the Premier League. So let's wait and see where all this will take us. But do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I tell you that my name is Abu Carls, and I have been bringing to you the latest about Jakub Kiwior, as all is set for him to join the club Arsenal, as Jakub Kiwior is a wonderful left-sided central defender who plays his role at Spezia and also at the national team of which national? Poland, Polish national team. I plays for Poland, Polish national team with the likes of Robert Lewandowski. Anyway, if you've not yet subscribed, I'm sorry, I've got to go. See you in the next video. Please subscribe so that you do not miss out. Thank you and goodbye for now.